It's frustrating, right? You've just figured out how to thread the machine, filled your bobbin, got it all going, you start to sew, and it just turns into a big ugly mess. All the threads are jammed up, they're all knotted, or they disappear, or just, it's a disaster. So you rethread it, put it all through, think you fixed it, and it just keeps happening. I know, it's so frustrating. If we haven't met yet, my name is Evelyn Wood, and I help new sewers just like you learn the art of dressmaking. Now in this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 things that all new sewers can do to help stop thread jamming so you can get on with your sewing. My first tip for new sewers to avoid cotton lock and thread jamming is to actually leave a longer length on your threads. Let me show you. You need a decent amount of length from your threads here, both your bobbin and your top thread. I see a lot of students cut them off down here, for example, and then they start sewing, and these are too short. As your machine starts turning around, it actually draws those threads back through into itself, in which then if you find that your needle thread falls out all the time, this is probably why. So you want to make sure that you pull these out and leave a good at least 15 centimeters of length in those tails. Even if your thread cutter cuts them off at a certain length, just give yourself a little bit longer. Longer is better to start with. My second tip to stop and avoid thread jamming is to actually hold on to these tails when you start sewing. So as I was mentioning, those threads are drawn back into itself as you begin to sew. If you put a little pressure on these and hold them, it will stop them from tangling up as you begin to sew. As you start sewing, getting in the habit of just putting your finger down here to put a little pressure on it as you begin to sew is a good habit to get into. My number 3 tip to avoid thread jamming and cotton lock is to actually not start sewing right at the very edge of your fabric. A lot of new sewers will actually put their fabric right on the edge, and the needle will then go down right onto the very, very tippy edge of the fabric, and that will actually cause the needle to pull down fabric with it, and that can cause all sorts of knotting and all sorts of jamming. So what you want to do is start about 5 mil or even 1 or 2 centimeters would be fine when you're just learning. Start there, go forward your 2 or 3 stitches, and then reverse back past where you started from, so it actually sews up those fabric edges, and then continue to go forward. Because the fabric would have already locked itself into the fabric, and then you won't get any knots as you get close to that edge. So those are my top 3 pieces of advice for all new sewers. They're the things that I find most commonly not done, and is the reason why most people get that horrible, dreaded cotton lock or thread jamming. So I hope this video has given you a little advice in your sewing, and you might be able to now avoid those horrible cotton locks and thread jamming that is just so disruptive to your sewing. It is my aim to help you create your own fabulous fashion, and I hope that I've helped you a little bit today. Now, if you liked this video, do give me a thumbs up, and please leave me a comment below and tell me which one of these tips you didn't know about or that has helped you the most. And if you're new to sewing, grab my free 5-day crash course to learn to sew. It's full of tips and tricks on how to use your machine, how to sew fabric, what all the parts are, and you'll even get to make your first project. So head on to my website at evelynwood.com.au and you can enroll in that free course there now. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. We'll just wait for that plane. Noisy planes. The planes are frustrating. That's what's frustrating. All this noise. Don't they know that I'm trying to film?